Maybe also, I'm going to try and clean this thing right up, because I reckon see if I can take this with me as well. If not, it'll have to be cleaned up and prepared for long-term storage in my container. Otherwise, it'll still be cool to play with this thing. It's nice and quiet. If we do move in town, which I hope we don't, because there's not much room and you're going to have good neighbours and all that, and the rates, whew, don't get me started on the rates around this bloody joint. You're just paying for other people's crap and trying to save the planet. It's just all propaganda around here. But yeah, hopefully we'll find something out of town anyway. A place that's had a good shed like this does. This will be coming with us. Haven't started this thing in a long time. I just gave it a good run this morning. I forgot that I put premium BP premium 98 octane fuel in it, and it kind of went off and went bad, and this thing was hard to start, so it blew some smoke for a bit, which is good. I was on it for about 15 minutes, got it nice and warm, and it cleared itself up and it runs good now. So, and washed all the old varnish from the half stale octane out of the carby there. I love the old Daihatsus, the old Japanese that can make stuff good. I don't think it's worthwhile repairing. No, it turned out they didn't want it repaired, so it wasn't worthwhile. They got a new phone. Anyway, let's continue to tear this thing down. For a cheap, nasty thing, it's actually surprisingly bloody functional, even still today after 10 years. What brand capacitors are these things got? EFC, that one. EFC brand. EFC, don't know what brand it's supposed to be, but get your wire cutters out and just go snip snip. Might ZVS this, we'll see what happens. Speaker, looks like a big capacitor or something goes there. Yeah, filter capacitor goes behind there, AC1 it says, the power goes in here. Anyway, let's have another look in this thing. Yeah, very cheap components. Don't even know what brand that transistor is. It's got a G logo on it. Antenna there, antenna there. I could have modified these, put a long bit of wire on them, and I would have had more range on this thing. I like the LEDs though. That's funny. Big LED but with a small pipe on the end of it to make it look like it's actually a small LED on the outside. Yeah, I'll keep those. On a chip, MX Taiwan, VPP equals 12.5 volts, BA34428, T7C18T4QC55. More brains of the circuit. That one could be a flash chip, I think. Or this one here, Philips. Well, the SST one could be actually. The where the messages are recorded onto. Surprisingly, it's surprising how cheap they can get these things down to and the amount of technology they can put into them. And this little speaker, even went through all our trouble putting a little grill cloth on it. A bit of gauze. Lanson, 8 ohms, 0.25 watt. Yeah. That's more like the power that thing's putting out from one of these. Let's run it off that and see how it sounds like. See how long it lasts. I'll try and see if I can find a good basic royalty-free public domain song on that thing. Should have one. Let's see how good it performs. A phone speaker versus a printer speaker. Veco, 16 ohms, 0.2 watt. 4 to 16 ohm impedance range on an amplifier. Bit of inrush there. They're going to sound funny. Oh, I'll find some songs I can play. Let's see what I got. Not that one. I don't know what I'm going to play. Where is it? Woofercooker. I'm pretty sure that's in the public domain. By Bass Mechanics. No, they're real funny. That is funny. No bass. Now this iPod, what on this thing is plugging it into any input source, like on my TV chip amplifiers I've been playing with, and putting them homemade cord on this from my Valve radios. I'll actually damage the amplifier in this thing. There's only one channel that works and the other one's half distorted. It doesn't go very loud. Yeah, that's this channel here. It's not working very well. I'll damage the iPod. iPods are very sensitive with the input or the output of the headphones. They're very easily damaged. Look at that. That's flat out. That's funny. Bit of an excursion on the printer speaker. Ooh, oh, that's getting hot. Now, if this thing was 100 watts, that'd be gone, long gone. Alright, pause. Okay, a little speaker now. The phone speaker. Yeah, that's funny. That's hilarious. That's funny. No bass. I damage your voice calls. Come on, stuck off the diaphragm. No treble. I like keeping these sorts of speakers for this sort of thing. It's just funny watching them die. Ooh, hot. Oh, I gotta knock the plug and short out. Or knock the TV. Something like that. This one's okay. These do make good headphone speakers. If on an old retro headset needs new speakers, these things actually sound good. There you go, smoke come out of it. Whoa, look at that. Distorted by the heat that's struck. That one's gone. And that's the left channel of this iPod. Yeah, the iPod's damaged. Not getting very hot. No, that's alright. There we are. That was a good little speaker pop. Have I done one in a while? Yeah, I hope that Woofercooker song by Bass Mechanics is in the public domain. Pretty sure it is, so I shouldn't get any copyright strikes to that track. Hopefully not. Ooh, hot. Ooh, that got hot. Went from looking like that, it's shrunk down and put a heat distortion. I'd say you pop a speaker and bass the crap out of it. Oh, and they're still okay. It's a bit hot. That was an epic speaker pop. Beats vary, you can just plug it in the wall sometimes. As long as the song is perfectly royalty free, it's funny to put a video of a speaker pop up. Yeah, I got a good laugh out of that one. Very enjoyable. Just satisfying pop. You find a pair of crappy speakers that you really don't care about, and they just sound like crap. Yeah. Try some bassy music like the bass tracks you find in the public domain. You just Google heavy bass tracks, and most of the stuff will be from the realm of Excursion and those sorts of websites. websites. They're usually free for download too. Most of the bass tracks I got on that iPod, I got free from car stereo bass track forums. So they're all in a public domain, as far as I know, and for what I read in those forums. So it's perfectly fine to use that sort of music to blow speakers up and do videos on. Not much else to sing. Yeah, I might just do some pops. So, for which I want a microphone at 16 volt. Cheap brand, not worth keeping. Cheap cap. I'll take the socket off though. That'll be a good spare in case the amps or the Lampi amp, if they break, I've got a spare. Little small form factor microphone. The older one's a bit bigger than that. There we are. Where there should be diodes, there's only one Xena diode. The rectifier diodes are in there. Looks like this power can either go in there or here. There we are. Air times crystal. Let's take the handset apart and see how that works. There's a little speaker like that in there too we can have some fun with. March 27th, 2004. Made in China by Doorway. We've got an 8 ohm 0.2 watt there. 8 ohm 0.25 watt, quarter of a watt. And we've got 150 ohm 20 milliwatt. So that's very low power. 150 ohms is pretty high too. Whatever's driving that, it's in here somewhere. There's the screen. The screen and its board is a daughter board soldered on top of the main board, and its date code is 6th of March 2001. So the screen and its driver board are a bit of an old surplus component at the time when this thing was made, 2004. And there's its antenna, receiving antenna, headphone outlets, capacitors, little inductor. Looks like it was yesterday, but it's actually an inductor. Uses the same similar colour code and shape of body too. So let's put this speaker on next. This has got a bit of a riser on it. Had some cloth in it, but I took that off. It's got a clear voice coil in this one. Oh, I'll turn it back on. Bit of a pop when I turn it on. Turn it down low. Wow. Look at that bass. There we go. That is funny. There we go, it's gone. Pause. Went short. It's okay. That was a good little burn out. Didn't last long, did it? LCD's gone. That's going to go on a ZVS. And there's the receiving module under that can with the antenna on it. And that's the radio transmitter under there. Or the receiver. Transmit and receive. Or should have said a transceiver. Because it can't just receive the base station, it's got to transmit as well. And that's the transceiver on this side. This one's got orange on it, and it's got purple dots on it. So I can read what's on those chips. Both are Philips chips. So square one must be transmit and this one must be receive, or vice versa. Yeah, one's transmit and one's receive. I'm not exactly sure which one, but I got to get a USB microscope like Airdos 50's got to get the make out what those numbers read. Bang, straight on the screen. I can just show you on the monitor in great detail the markings on those chips. They're the heart and souls of these stations. The rest is just logic for the phone line. Anyway, that was a good little autopsy, had some fun. Maybe enough for now. Thanks for watching.